Hey everybody. Alright. I love streaming. I'm so fortunate that I can live stream 4 times a week. Because it's such a joy. It's so much fun to play games and share them with you all. These streams are the only time it really does feel like clocking in for work. Like any other time, I'm like, man, that's crazy that this counts as like my job. I'm just playing games. This is so crazy. What a privilege. I'm so privileged. It's crazy. These streams is, I'm like, all right. Okay. Time to work. Okay. We're close, I think. I don't know. We're in an investigation. I don't remember. Whatever. I'm booting up the game. Let me turn my headphones to the minimum possible volume. This fucking game is so loud. Pause the music. Still too loud somehow. How every time? Fuck this game, dude. Makes me so mad. I actually cannot even express how irrationally angry it makes me every time this game boots up because it is just way too loud in like every, and that's the easiest thing to fix in the world. You can be done with the game even. Boot it up one time and immediately be like, let's just turn everything down. Easy peasy. Stupid ass game. All right, here we go. Hi guys. I forgot to shave and I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. All right, here we go. Who died? I don't even know. I wasn't here last week. Then we're equally filled in. I'm convinced nobody did. Because I don't remember. It's a lot to explain. I don't remember like what specifics have happened. Why do you play it if you hate the game so much? Are you new to YouTube and streaming? It's because if I stopped the series partway through, I would get shot to death. Or at the very least, people would incessantly bug me about it for years even. I still get people saying like, why haven't you finished Slime Rancher 2, which is a series that I ended 2.5 years ago. I need to finish it, and we're close. We're very close. Yeah, I don't even know who died. I just, did my, you know. I hate it. I had my doctor's appointment, which was supposed to relax me. I was supposed to do this, like, 20 minutes of eyes closed meditation thing. I fell asleep by accident. So I was, but then that put me in, like, a really relaxed state. And then I got to enjoy my relaxing drive home in the DMV area on 66 at like 1 p.m. On a Tuesday, which of course means everybody's going fucking ballistic. The way people drive in Northern Virginia, you'd think that they have a bomb strapped to them that will detonate if they fall below 70 miles an hour. It is absurd. And like 70 is the goal, but like with traffic, it's like, no, I gotta keep up my speed, I think. So it's just people going 80 miles an hour, barely clipping bumpers, swerving through everybody. Because everybody just mistakes like safe following distance to mean, oh, that's my merging space, is what that is. So like I'll be driving, not tailgating someone, because if they hit the brakes, I don't want to run them over. And then someone else will be like, oh, they're leaving a car's distance in there. Perfect. Zip. And then it's suddenly I am an inch from their bumper. And it's like, cool, I hope you don't have to brake or we're both fucked. I hate it. Stupid. All right. Anyway, bro, go to Texas. We've been over this. Every place thinks they have the worst drivers. Drivers everywhere suck. Genuinely across the board. Every single place in the world thinks they have the worst. I have to turn the audio down. Thinks they have the worst drivers and they're all bad. All right. Summary. I don't remember what's going on. Found a dead body. We didn't know who it was. The body blew up, and then Toko blew up. They blew up a dead body and a living person. She survived somehow. Unfortunately. She didn't even get injured. I don't know how that's possible. She exploded and flew across the room and was fine. Completely. Like, no injuries. Which is, in itself, a little suspicious. But I'm convinced that no one... basically, the more I think about it, the more likely I think this game would do a rug pull. Because the whole thing that it loves to do is it has characters that you think are immune, and then it kills them off. It makes you think there's no way they'd kill this character, and then they kill him. So I would not be surprised if that truly is Kyoko. I wouldn't. It makes no sense narratively, and they would shoot themselves in the foot, but that's what this game loves to do. They love to sacrifice everything about the narrative of this game just so you'll be like, wow, I didn't expect that person to die. So I would not be surprised if that's Kyoko. I think it'll make a lot of sense that they did the acrylic nail thing to make you think there's no way that's Kyoko because she doesn't have those and she wears gloves and you can't wear gloves over acrylic nails, but then there'd be like some stupid ass Rube Goldberg. The killer stuck them on to throw us off. Stupid. Plus, like, the whole idea of, like, we don't know who she is. Maybe she's more than she's letting on. Maybe she is part of this, like, deadly militaristic group, Fenrir or whatever, and that's why she always wore gloves. It's because she has the hand tattoo. I don't even know. I don't care, to be honest. We'll see. Could easily be Kyoko, but it could also easily be... I don't even know. Somebody else. Okay. Let's get to work. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and... Who are we talking about? How do I go back and see the, How do I go back and see the chat log? Isn't that a thing I can do? There we... Nope. Okay. Well, whatever. Whatever. Anyway. Somebody. We're talking about somebody, and I don't remember. F2. Cool. Great control scheme. Let's see. Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. In case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. This is about her stealing something. Even though she stole it and hid it, after all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag a corpse out here and slice up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know. Thank you for the update. Okay. Back to work. What? Why is he in my room? No, we're in Kyoko's room. We're in Kyoko's room. Okay. I thought that I was like, I did not invite this man inside. I wouldn't. That's vampire rules. I don't want to get bit. Okay, anyway. Someone already spoiled shit. Everybody blew up the chat. Okay, people, please. For the love of God. This is an easy game to predict. That's how this goes. There's like two possible outcomes here. Either it's Kyoko, which it probably isn't, or it's the dead body of a previous classmate, which it definitely is. But just don't spoil it. Okay. Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Can we get back to the investigation?
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh? So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course. Absolutely. Can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Is he gonna call me fair? Interesting.
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game.
Okay. So... in theory, it's probably some sort of body swap thing. Somebody who we think is dead is not, and their dead body is the one. That's probably what's going on. Because if one of the people who participated is the mastermind, it would make the most sense if it was like a body swap fake death, and then that body is what is the victim here. That makes by far the most sense. So it's probably not Kyoko. They're probably going to pull the same shit they did in, like, chapter Who Gives a Fuck, where everybody's like, it has to be Kyoko. There's no other chance. And then right before the case starts, we're all waiting, and then she's like, anybody miss me? And then everyone's like, oh! no! That's exactly what's going to happen. You know it's true.
I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I?
No, but Kyoko did.
I was thinking. I should probably clarify that.
Yep.
Hey,
One bonus mystery man.
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
I guess. Misunderstanding? Are you saying you've been told this?
other words.
That's right! There weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16!
16? I swear! Oh my god.
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Is this 5th or 6th time of this cutscene?
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
God, shut the fuck up. The 16th student. Mukuro Ikusaba, I recall? I forgot. Stupid ass game. She's part of this school life? Why does he keep calling it that? Nothing about this has to do with a school other than that the building is supposed to be a school. Nothing's happening. Nothing. So the one making all the regulations is... Why?
Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this? You ruined all the fun.
Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Yeah, I guess. Can you head out?
Okay, that's all you get for now.
Oh, fuck! I'm ready for this dude to leave.
Actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge? Why do you do that? You know what that word means.
I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you.
Oh my god. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time?
This is what we've been thinking.
Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
Okay. What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
Alright, dude. That was not especially helpful. You phrased it as scars, not like tattoo, so... It's probably not cute. I'm now like all in on this stupid ass body swap thing. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... Okay, that's not a scar though, that's a tattoo. The tattoo. Tattoos are really just organized scars if you think about it though, I guess. That is the kind of thing this game would pull. They'd be like, technically, I wasn't lying. Okay. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. I'm off the Kyoko as the dead body trail at this point. Which means... Plus, it just doesn't look like Kyoko. I don't think this is... Yeah. Those fake nails on the corpse. Where would they have gotten the dead body? There's something. It'll reveal itself. That's what always happens. I have all these things where I'm like, oh, these are going to be such interesting connections to make during the trial. And then the last 30 minutes of the investigation, they're like, we've unlocked the room where the murder weapons were. And then it's like, oh, okay. And then they have like all this dialogue where he basically says out loud how it happened and then goes, yeah, I'm just not quite putting it together. You're stupid. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? How can I not? She's beautiful. Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap? What does that mean? God must have really hated you to make you so dull. You're stupid, dude. Have you learned nothing? That was the whole point of the last chapter. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. No, he's not. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. Is this dude vying for my wiener? Is he like jealous? He keeps saying like, forget about Kyoko, please. He's in my... Nope, we're in Kyoko's room. I keep forgetting. I still believe. And I'm not entertaining these advances. I'd actually rather see him shot dead than hold hands even one time. Personally. He would survive probably, given that Toko survived that bomb going off within a foot of her. That's still so stupid, dude. I was so hyped. I thought she was gone. How was she fine? Does anyone remember what that animation looked like? She went, dude. She went. Have y'all seen that video of someone starting their car and a mouse shoots out of the exhaust pipe? That happened to Toko, a human person, and she sustained 0 injuries. Crazy. So anyway. Stupid. No. She deserves it. Correct. She's built different. Wrong. She's built incorrectly. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case? Duh.
Certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. Or not. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Was there ever a body discovery announcement? I don't think there was. I was about to say, because I had this thought earlier, and then I was like, no, there wasn't, because I remember there being some dialogue line where he was like, by the way, when we were like in his lair, when he was like, by the way, there's a class trial. But I think he just said, by the way, we're doing a class trial, and never actually played an announcement. I think he just told us that we were having a trial without actually playing the video. Whatever. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for keeping me filled in. There was, but it was delayed. No, that's wrong. No, because Monokuma was gone. Yes, there was when he came back. No, there wasn't. He played the announcement. There was no announcement. There was one. Okay, those are all. That was not a joke, by the way. Those are all real messages that were just sent within 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure there was not an official announcement. He just said it through word of mouth. I'm pretty sure. When Monokuma caught them, he did play the announcement. I wasn't here. There wasn't an announcement. Okay, fucking whatever. I'm ignoring all of y'all. Don't remember there being one. No announcement. He did play the announcement. Chat helpful as always. This is literally the most 50-50 split I have ever seen from chat on a question. How do y'all have the gall to get pissed at me when I don't remember stuff clearly? This is a hive mind of 174 people. You're not even streaming. You're just watching and you don't remember what happened. You are never allowed, ever again, to get mad at me when I remember shit wrong from this game. Ever. Okay? Ever. This makes y'all... This is off limits now. You're not even live streaming. You're just watching and you don't know. Also, if you're not sure, don't send it in a super decisive tone. There was not one. And then someone else said there was one. They're like, oh yeah, well, I wasn't here. Then why the fuck... I don't understand you people. I do not understand. Anyway, I'm gonna keep playing. She killed Kyoko? Y'all are useless. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? Also, I'm gonna be extra irritable today because I slept like 3 hours last night. I had like weird hallucination dreams and didn't sleep. I had a bad insomnia night, and I'm gonna take it out on everyone here. In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? I did it. We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the Mastermind's true identity. You did. There's no we here. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the Mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? Maybe it's a double bluff. I don't know. It's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. We've got a poll. Did the announcement play? Now it's going to not be 50-50 anymore because it was, and now people are embarrassed about it. Okay, actually, we have 9 for yes. We have 10, yes, there was an announcement. 15, no, there was an announcement. And 23, I don't remember. Thank you for adding that as an option. Oh, now it's almost even. It's 13-16, yes versus no. Now it's 14-17. Okay. Whatever. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? We should have made this a prediction, because the second this is over, we are pulling up last week's VOD and scraping it for the answer. Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected. Thank God he said that, because I didn't remember that happening at all. Well, are you coming? Not yet. Get out of my room forever. This is Kyoko's room. It's the 4th time I made that error.
We just have such similar sense.
Hello. Hurry up and check the locker. Okay. Which one? It's just one specific locker. That one. Bang! There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys, just like at the super traditional public bathhouses that everyone knows all about. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, did you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
Yeah, now that it's a prediction, people are going to just look it up. Y'all are untrustworthy. It's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. Oh, there you are. You scared me. Yeah, put up or shut up. Don't Google it. Be honest. You understand what that means, right? Should probably use the key we found on that locker, right? That's what... Come on! Okay. Took out the woodblock key and inserted it in the locker's metal lock, and... the locker eagerly accepted the key, and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Why do you do that? Oh, there's some... I skipped it. There's some blood. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Duct tape with blood on it. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Okay. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Google it. Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Oh, that's right, the computer doesn't work. Okay, well, there's a library, so. Research. Or the data lab, whichever one. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to. Yes.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Can we hold hands on the way? We're here. Okay. Let's crack this walnut. I'm going to YouTube. Because I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't have gambled on this because I'm so unsure about whether or not an announcement did play. God, this is like that fucking episode of The Office where they all put money down on whether or not Stanley has a mustache. How do I not recall if this happened or not? Okay. Yeah, everybody shut up. I'm doing it. I'm checking right now. I know where it happened, y'all. For Christ's sake. Y'all are allergic to me doing anything on my live stream. Okay. I was trying to build anticipation. I was like, nope, I actually just calmed it and it already. So. Okay, here we go. It was in the camera room. I remember that much.
Blew up.
This is when Toko exploded and survived.
I just attempted to float away.
Here's a refresher of the fact that she survived this, by the way. Let me play this animation again.
Already too late. Toko's hand shot toward the mask. In the next instant,
Oh, I'm perfectly on top of myself. Yeah, like, look at that shit. How did she survive? Okay, anyway.
that's right. The Mastermind. Recover the identity. Creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. The door's locked. Everything's solitaire. Let's play solitaire. There's a bunch of go with. So what? We can't do anything? Are you what? But there's no point. There,
Gross.
no. Why is
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. This is when he comes in.
In the data center. Oh, just go. What?
Wow, you friggin'.
Yep, he's chatting.
It's been like half.
You went from. I mean,
And then there's one part where he's like, by the way,
despair at the. All have.
there's a
Why do you
class
do that?
trial.
Can't be serious.
There is no stuff you won't like.
Now.
He guys really struck gold
What?
That's the surveillance.
on a blood gushing secret and coming in from the antenna. Signal, but it's just us. Tell you. Cheryl, killing.
Yeah,
I'm not
blah, blah,
supposed to.
blah.
The cat. No way. That's
Our weakness in your crisis management system. Easy.
my house rain and kind of tossing in.
You know.
Because I remember
All
him
these
going out of his
things
way
I
to
gave
say
you,
that,
those
like, we are doing a
tantalizing
class trial. I
tidbits
just don't
about-
remember if they actually played the cutscene.
It's all for my king, the direct bear and
Crazy. You us.
But then again, you but who is in the lead?
But to take.
I'll need to do first. Remember.
Oh yeah, the trial, whatever.
They do. Yeah, here it is. Do they say a class trial will
Yay,
start
the
or a
gameplay
body?
part.
They do. Yes, it did play. Imagine how exciting that would have been if I found that out live. Words cannot describe how much I hate you people. All of you. Okay, so that's good to know. That is key information. I thought he just said, because I know he said in passing, he's like, by the way, we're doing another class trial, and then Allie was like, what? This is good information. But to summarize what just happened, that was frustrating on a lot of levels. Summarize what just happened. This chat, which frequently chastises me for not remembering shit or remembering stuff wrong, and actually's me in the comments, had an exact 50-50 split of whether or not an announcement actually played. Then we did a prediction. People, of course, Googled it before voting, clearly, because the second they voted, they were like, I just checked, it did play. Thanks, guys. Exactly what I said not to do. People Googled it, predicted, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go find out. And most people were like, it did happen, by the way, just so you know. It's like, cool. So now I won't, I guess. That was a really frustrating sequence of events. Thank you, guys. Never trust a hoe. I'm never trusting any of y'all again. Ever again. You people are literally allergic to other people enjoying themselves in a public area. I'm going to play the game now if that's okay. That's cool. I think I was being gaslighted. Same, because low-key was. I did Google it, and Google fucking lied to me. Deserved. That's karma is what that is if you Google it. Everyone's trying to, like, revisionist history. That's what happened. No one knew. Well, some people knew, but half of them did. Literally, it was a 50-50 split of yes, there is, no, it wasn't. There's no, like, we were all right, we were all wrong. Y'all aren't a fucking hive mind, even though you try to act like one. This is 189 separate people. That's how it goes. People were literally saying it was delayed. So was I. That's the whole point. All right, I'm ignoring y'all. You're clearly just trying to get under my skin. I'm going to play the game. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. All right, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. So many lines that could have just been skipped if we just went here, and he was just like, here's the file. Now I got to click on him for some reason.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. Why don't you speak a little for me, Byakuya? Whisper it into my ear. I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. By doing what? Never mind. Don't answer that. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Yeah, okay. This is so fucking tough. That's an album cover. I feel like it should have like the parental advisory in the bottom right. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key member... This is the most useless lore drop of all time. Unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was a mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. Like Toko. If there was a god, but she survived.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. No, it doesn't! That was the most milquetoast shit of all time! Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of the world. Okay! So basically what we just learned is that some people are in a militaristic group. And it disbanded. Stupid. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. This is my excited face. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. This is so annoying. Do you think Makoto was held back? I think he was held back from being born. I think he spent a little too long cooking. Cooking in the oven. TBH. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Okay. Now that you mention it, the report said something about the name, where the name Fenrir comes from, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a wolf. Yeah. That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? Yeah, tell me about it. To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. So now they're leaning too far into the corpse being Mukuro. I'm confused. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Yeah, okay. Mukuro's Ikusaba's profile has been updated. Yep, she was whatever. Is it time? For the love of God!
Time is utterly silent, and
This
yet
is
it
new.
constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Hear me out. What if Mukuro is Kyoko? Could easily be the case. That would make sense. Because they are going so over the top about Kyoko not wanting to share who she is. But then that feels too obvious. Whatever. Plus the number of times they've replayed that cutscene. If anything, that kind of makes me believe more that Kyoko and Mukuro could be the same person because of how many times they've played that cutscene. They're really trying to make it like, what a twist! Remember all 25 times she said that Mukuro was out there, but it was actually her? You were actually, Mukuro was the one that was whispering to you? We'll play it again, so we'll play it a few more times. I feel like it would do that. We'll see. We'll see. Time to begin the class trial. Okay. Is Kyoko gonna drop in or not? That's gonna kind of decide the course of this case. Then the time has come. What is this? Some kind of Squid Game? All we can do now is... Sorry, I was mocking you. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay. Is Kyoko gonna make an entrance? That's really gonna decide the course of this whole thing. Because it is the kind of shit they would pull. I forgot you were in the game, because it's been so long. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. But how could you not figure that out by this point?
Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you?
Unfortunately. What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second.
Who?
Any second. He could show up at any time. What a lame ass. Look at these 4 people I'm looking at. These are the people who have stuck it out through the game. Are you serious? When I imagined that what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But. What a funny word. We stood there for 5 full minutes. 5 full minutes. Waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10 minutes, that is. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here? Or... Okay.
Or what?
Could have been Taka surviving. Bro! Ugh! He injected, like, he was the only thing injecting, like, some... I'm sorry, my hair was hurting, so I did this. He was the only thing in the game injecting, like, any amount of fun into the story, and they killed him off. This game is so frustrating. So anyway. Whatever.
Or what?
Jesus!
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive.
Yeah. Durr.
We can't start till everyone's here, now can we?
Now, what would be a lot more interesting is if the next person to come in is someone who we thought was dead, a past classmate. That's what I'm hoping happens, because that would be really cool and interesting and engaging, and I'd love it. It won't be. It'll be Kyoko, and they'll play that one song. It's like, the fucking piano one. You know the one. They're going to play that one. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
Here they come. Yeah. Here comes the track. Get ready for it. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
For Christ's sake. The piano line, it's a piano riff sound effect from iPhone 4. It is a garage, it's some GarageBand keys. Like, that is FL keys. I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Are we doing this again? Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But it's okay that there's no particular penalty for being late.
is
Who
that
cares? I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? Oh, You shouldn't go around saying that, dude. Giving current Kyoko proved me wrong tour. I shouldn't make that joke. Apologies.
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
Okay. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Let's go, dude! Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. Toko's turn. Yep. I told you, stop talking. She has the tiniest little baby hands I've ever seen. Like, that's ridiculous, dude. How do you do that? She holds an apple with 2 hands when she's eating it. Oh my God. My friend told me a story yesterday about a kid at his high school. It's like the funniest high schooler smoking weed story I've ever heard. It's just so desperate. Some kid at his high school got caught in the bathroom smoking weed out of an apple. Which is literally the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God. I want to Photoshop a burger in her hands. Yeah, absolutely. Opposite of yaoi hands. Is that a thing? Do like yaoi characters have like big hands? That's funny. That's a funny image. Anyone with big hands just looks innately hilarious. They're so weird and long. Okay, you lost me. Long fingers is where you lose me. I thought you just meant like chunky, like steel worker hands that are like really kind of like big old thick rough callousy hands. I figured that would fit well into the like romance novel sphere where it's always some cowboy and it's like, I'm a bear shifter. Kawhi Leonard has yaoi hands. Look it up, it's so gross. Okay, time out. Yaoi is mostly twinks, sadly. That is disappointing. Where's the fun in that? Oh God, what the hell? Why are they like that? That's horrid. Okay, hold on, time out. Look at this shit. I mean, seriously. Open image in new tab, so it's bigger. That's absurd, dude. Even though he's always forceful and pushing. Don't do that. Also, why is he like that? That's bizarre. This one's crazy. This one's genuinely crazy all the way around. Every part of it. This is one of my least favorite things I've ever looked at. This is bad as well. That's crazy. This is salad fingers is what this is. This is insane. What the fuck? All right, we're done. I saw a Charlie Kirk tattoo yesterday that low-key looks like that. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. It's one of my favorite tweets I've ever seen. It was some tweet. Let me see if I can pull it up right now. I dropped a like on it, so I can pull it up. Post nutty from Jeff Passan. Time out. Major League Baseball will implement a challenge system for balls and strikes next year. Crazy. All right, we'll see how that goes. My annual awards. Blah blah blah. Okay, well I'm pulling that up and I'm bookmarking that for later because I want to see Jeff Passan's baseball awards. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let me go to my likes. Anyway, the other three got the Kirk fix on the burner. This is it. This is my new favorite tweet. I really love my Google Chrome right now. We've got relaxing Nintendo music, my ads manager, my VOD, Yaoi hands in Google, this tweet by Shart Goblin, and then Jeff Passan tweet. This is In tribute to Charlie Kirk. Look at his arm. Also, this is like the elbow right here. That's elbow. And someone quote tweeted and just said the everything app. And it's my favorite tweet I've seen in a minute. Really, really good stuff. Okay, let's get back to work.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. True, I actually agree with that. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Okay. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. Can we start? I'll be happy when the trial is all over. Same, let's start it then. The quicker we start it, the quicker it's over. One after another, everyone piled in the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. What the fuck? What gives? Queen, please. Did you do another one of those experiments that put me in harm's way like you love to do? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a class trial completely uninformed, can I? I guess not. So that's why you were late. Also, definitely a lie. The second floor of the dorms thing. She's totally bullshitting. She's doing something else. I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. That rhymed. Yo, Limerick? Nice. Kyoko's face. Kyoko's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay.
Just a second.
Shut up! Sorry. I'm just irritable. Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma. Okay.
Makoto. It would
Oh, shit. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? It's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Okay, see you. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. All her dialogue is just correct, wrong, not quite, correct. In other words, well, wrong. In other words, goodbye. Yeah, accurate. I hate it. Okay. And the doors slid shut.
Only 6 people.
Maybe 7. That face could be a Twitch emote, I feel. Not that it should. I don't want to drop that shit. I don't want to drop that shit that person did on Twitter where they're like, I want to start a Netflix show. Twitter, do your thing. And a picture of her just like, everyone's like, the fuck are we supposed to do? This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We all just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. My eyeballs. It was the blinding light of despair. Whoa, blinding is right. Can we do this somewhere else, please? This is the ugliest set that we've had by like a long shot.
I've been waiting for this. Feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills, chills, kills.
Let's get on with the show.
God damn it. Whatever. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly whatever. Deadly class trial. Who cares? Sure, whatever. Set skills. Can't wait. I still have 8 available skill points. Reduces your aim speed. I don't want to reduce my aim speed. I think I've already equipped all my skills. I have. Let's get to work. This is going to be rough because I don't remember anything that happened, and I have no idea how this played out.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
Okay.
your votes will determine the results.
This is very decorating sense, for whoever just said that. This class trial deserves an episode in that ugly... Yeah. Decorating sense. This is very decorating sense. There's like a corn plate in the back somewhere. when it pans over and there's a bunch of pictures hanging from the window. Dude, that's my favorite thing. I can't remember if I've said this. I think I have, even maybe in a Danganronpa stream, so forgive me for being redundant. My favorite line in the history of that show is when they hang just a bunch of glass pictures from the ceiling over a window with ropes with a bunch of beads strung on them, and they're talking about how it's basically like stained glass. And she describes it as having a playful, fun, and street feel. Just a bunch of vases hanging from the ceiling. And then for no reason at all, she adds this random line where she's like, and she like she carefully strung beads one at a time along the rope. The children had no interest in this, and she was the only one who did it silently. Like, why is it phrased that way? It's one of the funniest lines I've ever seen in a TV show. And she says it in like a really upbeat tone. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it at some point. Let's begin with a basic explanation. What are you, insane? This is case 5.
Well then, let's discuss
Thank
the
you.
specifics of the victim.
Oh, I don't have to voice act. This is so
First,
exciting.
we need to clarify
Voice
who
act.
exactly
Sorry,
the
everybody.
unidentified victim is.
Deep apologies to any voice actors. Didn't mean to say that. That whatever I'm doing does not count. I don't have to talk anymore. I don't have to say their lines out loud.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Okay.
But Kyoko
Forgot that's how all of these start.
No, that's a ghost.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Are we really going to have to use truth bullets to disprove that Kyoko is not real?
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit
Let's
to how
do a
much
debate.
ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Kyoko, take off your gloves. That's what needs to happen.
Traits?
One important trait that Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Massive jugs.
I
Her
got it.
piercing glare.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll
Yeah.
give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
It's true.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently,
true.
you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Why did he say it that way? You have scars on your hands that you don't want anyone to see. You said that in the cadence that they do when they're like telling you fun facts about the kids from Nickelodeon Guts. They're like, Steve is 12, loves hockey, and has 14 moles. It's like, all right.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Monokuma told me your shit is busted and fucked up crazy style. Monokuma told me them cornrows is chewed.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
I would kill to hear Monokuma's voice actor say that.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
That body TB looking like pot roast. This is so dumb. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're going to be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Okay. Tattoo on the right hand. Exploded body analysis. Fake nails.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
Okay.
Prove
Is
she's
it
not
right
a
click?
ghost.
Just
The dead
okay.
body wasn't wearing gloves.
That's true.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
They would have.
Then
So that part's
she was
fair.
wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
I was wrong. Oh, fake nails. I thought I was on fake nails. I was on the wrong one. Okay, we're fine.
Kyoko there is just
It's a warm up. It's a warm up.
Okay, then prove the dead
Let's get back into it.
got burnt up.
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing.
Okay, we're fine.
No, that's wrong.
Ta-da!
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
I can prove it!
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
I imagine. Unfortunately, that sounded like Shawnee do a little bit.
Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty
true.
weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Kyoko, show us your
Man,
hands.
you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
All right, hero.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any
You
thoughts?
gay fuck.
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
That's sick as hell. Take
If
them
I wore
off.
fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Take them off.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the
Why would a
first
body
thing I said.
discovery
You're the
announcement
one
have
who's
played
been
if it
dragging us
is a
around in
fake
circles.
dead body? That's what I'm trying to think of. Because, like, I was so sure it was just reused old dead body. All that would leave is either Mukuro or just some other random fucker. Unless he just broke the rules for giggles. I'm thinking about it. No one say... I shouldn't be looking in chat when I'm thinking because someone's going to just drop the whole thing. Maybe it's just someone who, like, we thought was dead, wasn't dead, and then actually died for real this time. But he said he doesn't break the rules. He said so, which means he doesn't. It's right. It's lupus, actually. Whatever. It's fine. Danganronpa 1 has the worst survivor lineup. Holy shit. Yeah, this blows. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Does a body discovery have to be for a new body? I feel like it's implied. I don't think they'd play it twice for one body. Because they use it as evidence so frequently. It'll fall into place. There's clearly just something from early on that I'm not remembering. Because it's been forever, dude. I don't remember a single thing that's happened in this game before the last 3 hours. There's definitely something that was either referenced or shown in, like, the first 5 live streams that I am not recalling. So we're just going to keep playing. Ad is playing, I'm aware. You're not going to miss anything if you feel better. So they had days-old wounds, and then the knife happened. So they were already dead, probably.
If Kyoko really is still alive.
Okay, it's going to have us say it's Mukuro because of the
Who
tattoo.
died?
There's gotta be. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond, and there wasn't
It's
any
true.
description in the Monokuma file.
It's true.
If we can't identify the body,
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
There was
Yo, I
one
know there are
design
ads,
that we
dude.
can use to identify the body.
I'm aware. Just got the 14th and 15th there are ads message. So we just talk so much, I'm missing anything. Yeah, there's nothing's out. All you've missed is that there's a tattoo that we already knew. There's one clue left behind.
what? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Okay.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The
Lay it
key
down.
to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
It looks temporary, dude. It looks like the stamp they give you when you go into the club. That shit is
yeah.
dumb.
The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Close.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
All right. I am sorry to the people who have ads right now. I said you wouldn't miss anything. You missed something pretty crucial. That, I've got to say, I have always pushed back against the bitch is a slur crowd when I said it in Backyard Baseball and then got a bunch of heat for saying a slur. I pushed back against the idea of the word bitch being a slur. When she says it, I agree. The way she just said that, I agree that it is a slur. But only that time. Please deep fry that in the video. I will not be doing that. I'm letting it play as is because it's perfect the way it is. The way she said that is the funniest way I've ever heard anyone say bitch before. You're my bitch! She says it like the way Drake Bell does in his cover of Gucci Gang. Like, exactly. He's like, little bitch. Pussy wet. She says it like he does. Anyway.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
I guess.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Tell him, homie.
Fenrir?
That's me being Makoto. That's what Makoto would say. All right, homie, you're up. The image that represents Fenrir is... Don't make me play Hangman. Yay! Wolf. Don't make me spell Wolf of Ragnarok. Okay, cool. Dude, are you serious? That's so stupid.
Now I understand.
It's golf.
The representation of Fenrir is...
A golf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf breed.
He really does have lupus. That's right.
Child of the trickster god Loki.
Yes.
And a female giant.
Uh-huh. Female giant. Why did you say it like that?
Literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Oh my god, you are so slow.
The body we
I'm sorry.
found had a tattoo of a wolf.
It's true, though.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
I will say I love how quick this investigation was, that we're right into the trial already. That is such a relief.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Probably not.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Huh.
Are you saying the Mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means
It's not.
we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Okay. The mastermind is a participant in this killing game. Is not Mukuro, probably. I think that body is truly Mukuro Ikusaba. Right now. I think that is true. I think that body is Mukuro Ikusaba. So... But I also don't think that the mastermind is one of these 6 people or however many it is. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, Aoi, me, and Kyoko. Yeah, 6. I don't think it's... I guess it could be. If it was anyone, it would be Hiro. I feel like that would make sense because they're just like, oh, surprise. Surprise is the one you least expect. I don't know, whatever. But I don't think it is. Something's not clicking here. Part of me still thinks it's Sayaka. I don't know why. I'm like trying to piece this together. For whatever reason, I just like have this gut feeling. Because I feel like it makes sense. She was like the first person you get to know. She was the first to die. Whatever. Anyway, let's get back to work.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
I thought she was the ultimate soldier.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in
Yeah.
the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Well, then why did Kyoko call her the ultimate despair?
If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
It's true.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Yeah, what do you... Kyoko, just tell us what you know, dude.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro
Played a cutscene. I
Kusama?
wish.
She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when
Tough.
there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Preaching to the choir,
So
dude.
you're saying she wasn't an important character, which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
The ultimate 16th student.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No,
I have
the
no
headmaster
idea.
has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
You know what I just remembered? You know I've been saying this whole time about how I need to just go back and recall what happened at the beginning of this game. And I could not remember it for my life. The only way I was able to remember it was to think of my video, not the game. Trying to remember like editing the video. You know what I completely forgot about? The very first opening scene of this game. Some random asshole dies. I like forget that happened because I was so caught off guard by it. But I rewatched that video. I didn't rewatch it. Like when I edited it. So it's in there in the vault. I bet you that was the headmaster. That guy who Monokuma put in the rocket ship and shot into the sky and killed. That was probably the headmaster. So Alter Ego said that shit about how the headmaster was like a middle-aged man in his like mid-30s. That would fit that description. But then Alter Ego makes the jump and says that that's probably the headmaster, or probably the mastermind. And that like first scene is probably the whole point of it, is supposed to signify to you that that is not the mastermind. The headmaster is not the mastermind. Headmaster died instantly, and Monokuma like usurped him, or whoever's controlling Monokuma, the actual mastermind, which is one of the 16 kids. That's probably what's going on. In terms of which of those kids it is, I still don't know. There's something critical I'm missing. Clearly. It's fine. It's fine.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now, figuring out who killed...
Boy, shut up. We're getting somewhere.
Foremost, please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much
Prattle
as
is cute.
possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Okay, that means nothing.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
They're playing the music they play when the trial grinds to a screeching halt.
Just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into you.
What you're saying is that
Shut
both
up!
and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
I don't know. I don't understand.
No. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
I guess. Because, like, it's gotta be a reused body because there's that one part in it about how like there were wounds, like fatal wounds that are days old. And the like sloppy placement of just like a trench coat draped over with a knife stabbed into it. The missing chicken, that was probably where the blood came from. I forgot we did that last week. Good answer, nephew. Like, it's gotta be a reused body. So, like, had Mukuro Ikusaba died prior to the case? Maybe. Maybe when Kyoko first told us, watch out for her. Maybe Kyoko is the culprit. And when Kyoko first told us, watch out for her, she had just killed her and was covering her tracks. Maybe. Whatever.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did it?
Probably
Who's
not.
the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
No, I don't want a hint. I want to play the game. I just want to, I have to say it out loud so it's in the video. When I say that kind of stuff out loud, I'm not asking y'all to spoil it for me. I'm saying it out loud so it is in the VOD in the video because that's why I'm playing this game. I don't want hints. I just want to play it.
I'm sure you realize.
I know y'all know
what I'm
everything
talking
about this
right,
game. I
Makoto?
just want to figure
Who
this
the
out.
evidence points to?
The evidence on the surface level points to, yeah, Kyoko and I.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
You know,
Allow
alibis.
me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
Why is that? She's clutching her pearls.
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone.
It's
We
true.
even went to the bathroom in
If the
pairs.
body just did that. You at the gym? That's why she's so caught off guard.
All of which is to
Skinny
say,
ass, not
the
fooling
four of
anybody.
us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and
He's one of those
Makoto.
people that goes to the gym and
That's why
only
you're able to
uses
narrow
the
down
spa
list
and
of
elliptical.
suspects.
Just does a wicked elliptical routine and then sits in the spa for 2 hours.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it! Can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. Okay.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
What does that
Thinking of
mean?
Raising an objection.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Okay.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
10
So
o'clock.
the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Okay, and I forget when the
Then I
sprinklers come on.
guess
Something
we
like
can
7
say
or
the
8 or
time
something.
frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? When she went to
That's
go
true.
get the pickaxe.
Completely forgot. So what time was the body discovered? I don't remember. I think it was like 9.
I got it!
Yeah, okay.
The body must
Bang.
have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Okay. We're almost there. Now then. Toko, what time is it? But there's a tarp that was used, so it probably happened before the sprinklers went off, and the tarp was used to protect it from the sprinklers, because it was one side that was washed clean. When we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:10,
He's
whatever.
right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around Oh yeah, right around 7:30. I remember checking
Okay.
right before I went in.
I love my tarp.
Totally
Hashtag
sure
my
about
tarp. Yeah.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Yeah, which is like the whole frame of the murder. Makoto, what are you trying to pull? The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. And I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. Okay, then. Looks like the game has begun. I can provide an alibi for that period. I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. You're going to use the sprinklers. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. But the tarp, I don't know. I feel like the evidence points to the body being in the garden before the sprinklers went off because of the tarp. There's a bomb as well.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Okay.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Yeah.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
It's true.
Yeah, from 10
Alibi
o'clock
pooping. There you
to
go.
7:30.
Okay.
That's more
That
than
part
enough
is
time
true.
to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any
All right, so I have to
objections,
shoot
now
at
would be the
7:30, I
time.
guess.
We've
Now
established
would be the
it
time.
took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep. And
Yeah, from to 7:30.
Nope.
That's more
Oh,
than
fuck.
enough time to commit murder. So Makoto, if you have
Okay.
any
My fault, guys. I'm
objections,
sorry. I'm locked in now.
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
I was wrong. Come on, go, don't scare me like that. Do I do that weird sucking something up? I don't remember what's happening.
We
Pause. How do I see the evidence? Okay. What are my options again? Sprinklers, fragments of the dead body, and exploded body analysis. Okay, explosion. Yeah, whatever. Fragments of the dead body. There were bits of charred debris. It seems familiar. It's the bomb. Sprinklers. These are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30. What am I missing? Can we assume that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet, but there's a tarp and shit. Okay, I guess I have to shoot at the 10 p.m. one. I don't know, whatever.
It took place somewhere between.
Okay.
No.
I was doing it backwards. I assumed that I was shooting at it to be like, it had to happen actually after then, not before then.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
It had to have
Apologies,
taken place
team.
way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go
They're
off
fun
right
to
at
dance
7:30
in.
every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Isn't there a tarp, though?
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
No.
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
From the bucket, you idiot.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
The mouth down south is pretty funny. Toko, as much as you suck as a person, I am actually low-key glad you're in the game. She really shines in the trials. She's insufferable to get through at any other point in the game. Girl, you're an author. Insufferable to get through at any other point in the game. I think I can sleep at night knowing she's still in the game because she always delivers in the trial.
No, I'm saying that the body was
No.
wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
It's true.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
It's exactly correct.
You're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
Girl, you were there! Oh, no, you passed out. You passed out. You passed out. Or probably did. I don't remember very clearly. Yeah, the bucket, dude. Hangman, here we go. Spell out the word bucket. Nope, it's the rhythm one. Son of a bitch. I don't remember how to play. All right, here we go.
I admit
This
nothing.
shit blows.
I hate you. No, no, no. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no. I don't know anything. Hold on. trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
Wanted to get a bigger
I hate
combo.
you. No! I don't know anything.
Okay. The bucket.
How can you say it? This should
Or
prove
the
it.
exploded body, I guess. Whatever, who cares. Mouth down south has been added to your truth bullets. That's right.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinkler.
Oh my god.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Yeah, I guess.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Sure.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What?
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on.
Shotty got my
The
top
reason
wet.
only
Pardon.
The top half was wet was because
Of the bucket.
while the body was
so
still
sick of
on
her.
fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
It's true. That's a great sprite.
Then
The
I
just
guess
body
the
on fire.
sprinklers really didn't do it.
Correct.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
The tarp, though.
sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
The tarp.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
This is such a weird angle that I now have evidence that disproves my own alibi.
So there's no way.
So I guess I'll just hold on to it and hope no one brings up the
I guess
tarp.
you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Yeah, I guess.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Oh, maybe I'm gonna have to use the tarp to say it really was me and pretend that I killed her. Because I love Kyoko too much. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's
I'd just like to say
ridiculous.
one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
It's a weird angle to take.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okay.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us.
I agree with you. This case makes no sense.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting
We've been blaming you the whole
Stop
time.
wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Bitch, shut up. Okay, yeah.
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Yeah, as more time goes on, I still hate you all the same, but at least we see eye to eye a little more.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Let us know.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair.
I suppose that's
In other
true.
words, the mastermind behind everything.
I don't think
So
she did.
killed her to try and put a stop to all
Do you guys hear my
this.
chair?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
I need to figure out what to do about this. That is an insane creak on this chair. I can't hear it? No way. It is so loud for me. Wow, this is a really good microphone. Wow, that's incredible. Game too loud. Gotcha. That's incredible. It's so loud in real life.
But you made one catastrophic mistake.
Just be farting
Mukuro
for the rest of the stream and
wasn't
saying it's the chair.
mastermind at all.
Actually, if you guys hear, if like, you guys can't hear this over the game, this chair creaking, that's good to know, because that means I can just let farts fly whenever, and it probably won't show up in the capture. I'll keep that in mind. That's good. This is a good mic.
And as a result, we were forced into another
That was
trial.
mine.
Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
She's definitely suspect number one.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean
I agree
the
with you,
murder happened when
unfortunately.
said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, There is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
The hell?
All it would take
She's
is
gonna
covering
bring up the
body with
tarp.
a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
You bastard. Could it have been? Am I about to tattle on myself? Tarp.
I got it.
The tarp.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick.
Of course I do.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact,
It's true.
that's exactly what the killer did.
Probably, yeah.
The pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
If the body drank all the water. Wait, guys, I think I'm on to the chicken ate the water. That's probably it. No one in the scheme catches on quick. It's true. You catch on quick. No, he fucking doesn't. He said, like, if she, I'm surprised he didn't say tarp when she said the tarp.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
Wait, what?
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept...
Where did the dirt
clean.
come from?
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting
I
soaked.
thought it was the other way around. That it was just a dirty tarp because it's been used before. And the clean side was the one that was up because the water washed the dirt off. What? That does not make sense, but go on, Queen. Yeah, wrong process, right answer.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Now they use dirt water. Oh, okay.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Okay. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. It was used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have touched the body, right? Maybe Kyoko really did do it and is just so close to cracking the code here that she just will sacrifice anybody to stay alive. But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's going to think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. We were doomed the whole time. See, I'm using the words you guys love to use. Doomed ship. I didn't read what's
By
happening.
covering
Go to
the
body
with
analysis.
the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
I don't know why.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh, yeah. Blood. Remember the blood? Well, no. Remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Yaki had even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us. But the knife was... You can't make that point. You could easily cover that body with a tarp and it doesn't get any blood on it because the knife was sticking out. It would like tent the tarp over the blood. Am I insane? The blood was like very localized around the knife. Am I missing something?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer
Wrong button.
prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason that it's because the spring, but the underside, it was totally.
That side was protected from, since
Yep.
it was facing down toward. Of course it didn't get dirty.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, I'm sure some would get on it. I don't think so, because it's like really, it was not that much.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Not really. Look at
Because
that, dude.
blood wasn't dry before the
Tarps
body
are so
got
light.
removed,
There's,
right?
you could totally put the tarp on it without getting any blood on it. And you know what you could do if a little blood gets on the tarp? Wash it off with all the water that there is in the garden. I'm so confused about this.
Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Whatever.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Okay, they're gonna disprove me here. That's
If
good.
They had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
That is actually a good point that I didn't consider. Good shout, Byakuya. That makes perfect sense. If they're gonna wash it, might as well wash the whole tarp so it doesn't incriminate you. That's a good point. You got me on that front. The front you still don't have me at is how it got blood on it in the first place.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
What? Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't
Could have
belong to
happened.
the victim?
There's a dead chicken.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they
Blood?
put something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right?
It is what
When he
Hifumi did.
pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Okay.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken.
I got it.
I cannot believe a chicken was sacrificed for this dubious
Chicken
deed.
blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked
Sorry,
the chicken
guys.
coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
That is the best 5-second clip you can use to summarize this game. To someone who doesn't know anything about it, send them that clip. So many factors. The like super intense, like deep deductive music playing in the background of him going, "There are 5 chickens," and then this big ass shoo to the same picture, but there's one less chicken. For Christ's sake.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken? And then
That is
covered the
what we're
body with
saying.
its blood?
That is what we are saying.
That's messed up.
I guess.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful.
I agree.
At least eat
That's fair.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway,
Fair.
there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Okay.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
The day's old wounds.
You said the culprit used the tarp to
Okay.
avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
What kind of point is
The
this?
ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
Not really.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Yeah, because it's just like stabbed into the body.
Beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
Can't say it was, Kyoko.
I think so.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
And it was fucking
Then that
backwards.
settles
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
As always, dude.
What settles what?
Here's what happened.
Checkmate,
Murder
liberals.
took place
Okay,
before the
hamster.
sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Hmm.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Durr.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till
Fuck,
later.
that is true.
Then he had plenty of time to spare.
Can you leave me alone?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
It is possible, but shut up!
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Oh, that's not... For Christ's sake, Kyoko, leave me alone. And the suspicion falls back on me again. Time to call to the front the most critical point of evidence of this whole case, that the body had days-old wounds in it. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Nice. Disguised dead body's been added to the triple section of your handbook.
Then,
Okay.
It looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See?
I like
Pretty
that.
good idea, right?
No,
a fun
not
idea.
that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
Okay.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
You bet.
The one we found stuck in the body before
It was in my room.
exploded, right?
Fuck.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Yeah.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Guys, this isn't what it looks like.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Guys, this isn't what it looks like. Stop it. Leave me alone. Because I just can't prove that I had like a fever or whatever. And I had all those weird fever dreams. So there's always a small chance that's going to pull that shit of like, I in my feverish state, I killed somebody. That's like definitely not what happened. Because that masked figure was going to stab me, and then Kyoko was there. So there's a good chance Kyoko killed the masked person to defend me, but is also trying to throw me out under the bus anyway. I don't think that's the case. Whatever, who cares? Whatever. Yeah, I have the knife. I kept the knife.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
It's true.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
For obvious reasons.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I didn't do it. I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
It is very
The knife we found
suspicious.
stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now
Yeah.
I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Okay. Considering everything up till now, should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. All right. I'm terrified of what could happen next. Disguised dead body, exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It
True.
really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
No,
If
guys.
you didn't have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto
No.
did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Certainly doesn't help.
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, it's not.
So there's no question.
Hold on, we
You
gotta.
took that knife of yours and
There you go.
killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Shut up. I'm a great boy. My mom
The
said
knife we
so.
found, It's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No? I thought they said that it would.
Shoot!
Am I crazy?
The knife.
Fragments near the dead body, disguised dead body, exploded body analysis. The upper half was soaking wet with the bottom half remaining dry. What? Bits of charged debris. the bomb. Oh, is disguised body the one that has the info about the wounds? Murder took place before the sprinklers turned on. Covered the body of the tarp. They removed the tarp. No. What? Am I crazy? When did... It was the Monokuma file, right? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were dead before the blast. Victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Their body was covered with other wounds, but these were several days old. That's pretty crucial. Why is that not a bullet?
It's the same one we gave.
I actually have no idea for this one. Exploded body analysis, fragments of the dead body, and disguised dead body. Okay. What? Am I crazy? Someone's saying you missed the statement. Well, probably. I'm clearly misunderstanding something crucial. Do you need to grab a statement? I forgot that's even a control. Maybe I do.
If he did have that knife before...
How do you do that again? Is it this button?
That seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had
Okay,
the knife
let's review
once?
what these are. You aimed at it and didn't hit it. It looked like I did. It turned red, and he said, I have no idea what you're trying to say.
That automatically makes...
Well...
Getting stabbed is what killed her. Okay, what were the first ones? Because that's what's probably wrong. Or that's what I know is wrong, but it's not letting me use the Monokuma file as evidence for some reason.
We found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one.
That doesn't help me.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that... That's... Just because I had that automatic... Well...
Those are the only two ones! It's fucking whatever. Yeah, what? What am I missing here? Am I insane? There's clearly just some mental block. I know I look like an idiot for all the people who know what the answer here. I have no idea what it wants me to say. I figured the answer here would be the Monokuma file that says it has all of these other injuries prior to getting stabbed. Why is that not even an option? Try them all? Sure. I just don't want to, like, lose. I'm going to run out of health.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Really
Let's just give it a shot, whatever.
That seals it. Just because I had that automatic... Well...
Getting stabbed is what killed him.
No, that's wrong. Wait,
What?
Hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Or from the file! Why is it making me use that?
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
Yeah!
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were...
That's what you're using to make that point? That's like 1,000 times flimsier than just saying, hey, look at the file that we all got at the start of the case that says objectively that they had all of these injuries prior to the knife. What the hell? Why is that the one they make you use?
Okay, fine. So what?
Am I crazy?
So, when we discovered the body,
Genuinely, what?
the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point,
Oh my god. I have no idea.
Obviously, the stab wound isn't what killed her.
I guess.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. Now let's get out the file, I guess. Give me a break. Why didn't you just do that the first time?
States that there was only one stab wound.
Yes!
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh my god. They have the gall to still make you use the file that you could have just used in the first place.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up
Oh
by
my
the true
god.
killer.
For Christ's sake.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
Yes. There goes Dojo.
The body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
I'm glad we got to see that again.
The explosion severely damaged.
Yeah, it's supposed to keep you from being able to see who it is.
Impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
No, it's to make you... It's partially that, but it's also so you don't know who the victim is. Because it had like a mask and shit on. It's not... Mukuro, dude. It's a previously dead person. Because they're going so out of their way to make sure you can't see what this corpse looks like.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the
Oh
deal
my
with that
God.
explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bother
That's a good
with
question,
lump
I
of
guess.
gray matter between your ears to use,
It's not very
you'd
nice.
know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
That's probably what it was.
I might be dumb.
Maybe the body just did that. That's literally what Hiro just said. That's so funny.
Go ahead, Makoto.
Bomb.
Tell her it
it's,
won't make any
it's like that
headway.
Travis Scott belt. Belt. Yeah, the fragments near the body, whatever. It's a bomb.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Yeah,
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
it's the bomb, guys.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
Owie! You were there. I wasn't even there when you did this. You were looking at it. What is wrong with you?
Dismantled Monokuma.
Yo, people like shit on Hiro and stuff. Aoi, low-key, the stupidest character in this game by a lot. I like Aoi because she's nice to me, but she's so goddamn stupid.
It's part of a bomb.
Yeah, I guess. God.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway,
Well done!
its motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look
Oh
like
my
a fatal
God.
injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Yes.
And the only one who would benefit from that
Is Kyoko Kirigiri.
is the only other possible suspect.
Yeah.
You, Kyoko.
You get fucked. Checkmate. Back over to you. You thought I was shut down while I returned the serve.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
The only advantage Kyoko has here is... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The only advantage Kyoko has here is that Kyoko's letting off the... Or Makoto's letting off the gas. Because he doesn't want Kyoko to die. Kyoko's not going to let out the gas. She's going to go all in. She doesn't care who dies.
Fine. I have no problem.
Look at these
with that.
low-res
Let
curtains
us
in the
continue
back,
the
dude.
debate.
Straight up just a picture of
It
a
won't
curtain.
change the facts of the case regardless.
This game is so ugly. I'm sorry. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. I'm thinking. Oh, only one bullet, thank Christ. That probably means I'm gonna have to do the suck and throw thing.
Then
Days
shall
old
we
wounds.
continue the debate?
And a lead pipe.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
You know, I'm gonna listen
Explosion
to it.
didn't kill her for sure.
It did not.
Well, yeah. She was already told.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
It wasn't because of the knife.
There's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
There was.
And more than that,
This is gonna be crucial.
The victim had
Suffered countless wounds across her entire body. It's true. So what am I supposed to disprove here? All of these are true statements. How do you suck up a... I hit the wrong button. I should have read that.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
Okay, I have to do that. I have to do that. I have to do that. Okay.
And it wasn't then.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be it. And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her.
There we go. I gotta do it that for the fatal injury, probably.
Then shall we continue?
Even though I'm not disproving anything.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Nope, I was wrong.
Correct?
I was pretty sure those countless wounds were the fatal injury. Okay.
Shoot.
Do I have to do it the other way around?
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for...
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of then.
There's only...
Oh yeah, that's gotta be it. And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
We're officially at the point where I don't understand how these debates work anymore. Up until now, it's been very clear of you're disproving someone's claim. This is just people throwing out ideas. What am I disproving here? I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm gonna lose. I have like a heart and change left. What? I had to look this up when I played as a kid. I'm so confused. Grab something else. I mean, clearly I have to grab something else. Do I have to hit blow to the back of the head with countless wounds? Because it's like the blow to the back of the head is probably not what killed her. Reverse it? I mean, I tried both orders of that. Alright, let's try this. We got plenty of time. It's health that's the issue.
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal...
The explosion didn't kill her.
Wait, reverse that? You have to hit countless wounds with blow to the back of the head? If that's the case, this is the worst video game I've ever played. Because that completely... It's like they forgot how the mechanic works and got confused. Yeah, do that. Am I correct? Isn't that literally completely, like, objectively backwards? Because the whole point is you're disproving the text with the bullet. But this is a claim where you're disproving the bullet with the text. They literally did it wrong. If that's the answer, then they actually did it wrong. Like, no exaggeration. They got confused. They got mixed up when they coded it. Because every time until now, the bullet is what you're disproving it with. But if I'm supposed to hit countless wounds with blow to the back of the head, as you suggested, they literally just fucked up. Let's try it.
And it wasn't because of then. There's only one other.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
the victim had suffered countless
wounds across her entire body.
I've been led astray once more. I do not trust y'all ever. I'm not looking at chat ever again. I'm gonna try the thing I was originally gonna do before someone said no, do the other way around.
And it wasn't then.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
We got basically one more try here.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
We know hit injury with that. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough health to be able to trust y'all anymore. I don't think that's a crazy claim to make. I'm not trusting any of y'all. I'm literally just Googling what I'm supposed to do here because I don't want to restart this trial. I'm Googling it. I'm not trusting anything y'all have to say. You've led me astray like 5 times already. Okay. I just don't even understand. Y'all, shut up. Okay, we're done. I'm covering chat. I'm putting a window over it. There we go. Now I can't see it anymore. All right. I'm scared if I look this up, I'm accidentally going to spoil it for myself. Yeah, it's not worth it. If I lose, I lose. I'm just going to do what I was originally going to do. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. Because the best I can gather here is that it sounds like Hero's being decisive in his phrasing, in saying that's what it is. It was the blow to the back of the head. So I guess I just have to disprove that with the countless wounds, which is probably the fatal injury.
Yeah, she was already told.
And it wasn't me, then there's only
If it's wrong, it's wrong. Whatever. I just don't fucking understand this game anymore.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the
Let's
back
restart.
of her head.
This is... I just cannot understand what the game is trying to have me do here. This is one of the most bizarre... I can't even call it a difficulty spike, because I don't even know if there's difficulty here. It's just, I don't comprehend what's happening. Every single bullet time thing up to this point in the game has been blinding, or like painfully obvious, and suddenly we have one that I cannot comprehend physically. Yeah, whatever. I fucked up. I have to start over. Makoto voted for me, and Makoto... Oh, wait. Okay, by losing, I just got critical evidence. I did not do it.
I refuse to give up yet.
Can't give up now. That's so stupid. Just got critical evidence. I've got intel. I can say it in the Twitch chat if you want. Just say it to me. I have no fucking clue what they want me to say here. This is like... This feels like they forgot how the mechanic works and did it wrong. Maybe I'm stupid and talking out of my ass, and it is on me and I'm forgetting something, but it feels like they fucked up. Feels like they fucked up. Also, I love the fact that me blowing it just there actually just gave me a critical piece of evidence, because any doubt, any shadow of a doubt of whether or not I did actually kill, absorb the victim's fatal injury and hit on the back of her head. You have got to be kidding. We said that technically not. We tried 8 million other combinations.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, and it wasn't me because
You've got to be... Don't any of y'all dare give me any I told you so shit. Because y'all were so confusing and led me astray 5 times. I'm setting a line right now. Do not be like, knew it. Because you did not. If you did, you've played this before. Because there's no shot.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was
No!
hit on the back of her head.
Okay. Jesus Christ. The only helpful chatter is one who DM'd me. Well, they were wrong as well. This is insane.
And it wasn't me.
Let's try it the other way around. Oh my God.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her
Even the Google walkthrough didn't know.
Shall we continue the debate? The victim's
fatal injury.
Oh my God.
No, that's wrong.
What?
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
I've changed my mind. Out of everything that's ever happened in this series, that whole segment is the best summary of this game. That is crazy. And the ads are here. Bro, are you serious? All I can imagine is what this looked like in real time. Them being like, you're wrong. No? Okay. Say everything. Okay, you're wrong. No? All right. What if it's like, what if I was backwards? That backwards? No? Okay. That was literally like my 8th or 9th try. That is insane. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
That's what I'm saying.
Do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Am I crazy for immediately interpreting that to mean that all of those old wounds could have been the ones that killed her? And that the blow to the head happened after she was already dead?
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
Guys, don't spoil. I feel like that means I'm right.
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Must have been my dong.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
You're stupid.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Servers enabled emote only. That's probably for the best.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Okay.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground
Time out.
and spit on it.
All right. Spit on that thing.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Shit on it. Bing.
Seriously?
Oh my god.
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know?
No, we don't.
I knew we could count on you, Master.
Did okay, who died from a blow to the... No, because the old wounds were not the blow to the back of the head. I was trying to think of like old dead people body reuse, but...
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I guess not. The real murder weapon. Chicken. Titanium arrows? Thunder.
I got it!
What?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
But that's not how
And
arrows
something
work.
was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow.
Wait, what? Did they hit her over the head with an arrow instead of shooting it?
There's no doubt about it.
There's absolutely doubt about it.
That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
What? I don't blame Hida for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Clearly, I was not paying attention when we found these, so there's info. Yeah, okay. There's the bloody duct tape, which is gonna factor into this for sure. But what is...
The titanium arrow.
Let me read up on my titanium arrows. A set of titanium arrows appear to be 10 in total. Okay. So then maybe we do need to use bloody duct tape. Along with the arrows, there's also a water ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape traces of blood on it.
It was in the Dojo.
I have no doubt that was the murder.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Worth a shot.
Shoot!
Worth a shot.
It
Blah,
was
blah,
in the
blah.
Dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound.
Do I have to agree with Aoi here?
It seems like an air talking back to you have no right.
Do I hit Byakuya's statement with too thin? Maybe?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker. I have no doubt that was the
Let's
murder.
try it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm so lost on this one all of a sudden.
It seems like an
I've been able to handle every case until this one.
talking back to you have no
This is so embarrassing. I'm so confused. I thought I was like above this game, but clearly I'm not.
I have no doubt that was the murder.
No. Okay, let's think of this through from the start.
Shoot!
The titanium.
Okay, the bloody duct tape. Let's think about the bloody duct tape here. How could that be used? Oh, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. Did they duct tape all of the arrows together and then club her over the head? That's the most stupid shit I've ever heard in my life.
No doubt that was the murder weapon.
No shot.
Said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal. It seems like an arrow would...
Bro.
No, that's wrong.
Oh my god. Who would open the locker to see this and be like, I have an idea?
Right. Just the one arrow would.
Does anyone have any tape?
That's why the killer used another weapon.
Tape.
Another weapon?
I guess. That's so stupid.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
Okay.
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. That's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Whoa, why are you speaking so
One
clearly?
stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
Where did this come from?
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon.
Where did that come from?
As for who the culprit is,
Does she lose her stutter when she's talking about literature, I guess? Or is there like actually something going on there?
It was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
False.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
I like this tone he's got.
Confidence.
Ducky.
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't
was a
intend
secret.
to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
I guess.
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to.
Certain death?
The death of us all.
Yeah.
Remember?
I do.
Of course I remember.
I remember everything.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I don't want to! It's the wood block key, whatever. Because she had it.
I got it. The
Getting
one
a
thing
little
that
bit of health
Kyoko
back.
was in the dojo is right here.
I can't believe I lost at one of these trials. I forgive myself, though. That one was so stupid.
And how does that prove anything?
So dumb.
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
Foolish.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true
She
culprit.
gave me the means to
You
find
can't
that
explain
key.
this
I don't
away,
understand what's
so
going
just
on.
Give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really
I wonder if
are
he's gonna
dead
say what
set
I'm
on defending her,
thinking.
aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
Prom?
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
I was just protecting you.
Yup.
What?
That's what I figured. She's protecting me. Does that mean she... Yeah. Wait, no, but... Yeah, that one, I don't know. I don't buy that. Yeah, no. This is not the same person. Because look, there's no tattoo on the hand. It doesn't have a tattoo. So that's not the body. That's not the same person as that body is. So she didn't kill the... If she did kill this person, it's not the dead body. Okay. I wonder if that's going to come up. Because they're clearly making you think that she killed to save me. But that's not what happened. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time
Oh,
for
it
idle
is.
chatter is
She did
over.
not, though.
A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake.
I won't.
I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Maybe she's bluffing. I don't know. Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? I have no idea. I have a bullet called Byakuya's account. I just remember what it's about. Oh, when the body was found. Oh, yeah, he said he was in the garden at nighttime.
Those words you just spoke.
Or something.
What do you mean?
Okay, what is when the body was found? 7 a.m. Makoto wakes up to the morning announcement. 7:30, Makoto and Aoi arrive at the dining hall. 7:30 to 9, Makoto meets others in the gym. Together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 a.m. Togo is told to find a pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. I don't understand.
Exactly what I said.
Maybe I don't
I'm
use
not
this.
the killer.
It's I'm gonna suck something up. Not
You
the killer.
should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room.
That's clearly the one that... I think it's just like once I don't understand one of them, I don't understand all of them. Because now I just don't even know where we're going with this. I have no idea. I could keep my own... I also have all these crazy brain fog things going on, so I'm just stupider than usual. Locker key in my own room, correct?
But could I really...
Okay, so my only bullets... Okay, let's just try shooting that with when the body was found. The only other bullets I have are, or the yellow spots I mean, are not the killer
You should understand.
and proof. Just like the word, there's proof.
The culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated
You said I hid the evidence of my crime, and then left the locker key in my own room.
Nope. Man, these are all confusing all of a sudden. Because they stopped being like actual pieces of evidence. Now all the weak spots are just like 2 words, arbitrary words.
Those words you just spoke.
What? I have no fucking clue. I'm just gonna lose again.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Am I stupid? I haven't been able to handle any of the debates for this whole case. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oops. For Christ's sake. I have no idea.
Never hide something from me.
What is going on with this
Proof
case?
that you aren't the culprit.
I don't know. There's proof.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo lock, and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
I have no clue, dude. I have no idea.
Shoot!
Those words you just...
exactly what
I'm not the killer.
So I have to hit I'm not the killer? Dude, I genuinely do not understand what to do about this. I have no fucking clue. There's a bunch of pings in my mods Discord chat. I don't know if I'm alone here. Okay. I have no idea. You know, okay, I didn't know if I was just missing something crucial. I just don't understand. There's clearly like something here that is just not computing. And I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, talk freely. Talk freely. No worries. I was just curious if I'm truly being stupid and that's what all those pings were about. They're not. I'm being so honest right now with you guys. I have no earthly idea what it wants me to do. For the 3rd consecutive time. That's so many in a row where I just cannot understand what they want me to get out of this. Because like my understanding of this gameplay system is that it's about hard evidence. And it feels like the second this case started, they just threw all of that out. And it's none of it is evidence anymore. Now all the weak spots aren't like, I was here, like a claim you can disprove. It's just the phrase, there's proof. Or the phrase, not the killer. And I don't know. Want a hint? I guess. I can't understand it. I'm sure the Danganronpa stands are just going to call me stupid again for this. But I'm being so honest with you guys. I have no fucking idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. or how this is supposed to further the case in literally any way. I just can't understand. Kyoko couldn't leave it in a room. That's what I figured. I just don't know what they want me to do with the bullets. Do they want me to do this? And then hit that on the last one?
There's proof that you is that what you're
I have no idea how that's supposed to make a salient point. Nope. Lost again. I just saw an emote. When I said, am I supposed to, I saw an emote for yeah. And then I did it and it didn't work. What is happening? Okay, just tell me what to do. One of the moderators, just tell me. I can't do it. I'm not smart enough for this, I guess. I have no idea. This makes no sense to me. Like, I feel like I know where this is going. That the whole idea is it's a reused body of a previously dead classmate. Is what they're going towards. Absorb the locker in my own room.
Exactly what I'm not, but you should understand. Master would never.
There's
I
proof
guess.
that you is that what you're
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker. And then
Shoot,
left
there's
the
proof?
In my own room.
Am I insane or is that objectively backwards logic? I thought shooting something means you're disproving it, not agreeing with it. What the fuck?
But could I really have done that?
Is that not objectively backwards?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer.
What?
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you? Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. That's what he's saying. So I'm agreeing with him. The game has never, ever told the player that that is the case. This is literally the most abhorrent example of game. I'm so heated over this. How can you possibly defend this? That is like, that is textbook unacceptable game design, unless I'm missing something. They've just completely switched the logic of these minigames without providing any information about that to the player. None. If this works, this is the worst game ever made. This is the worst game that any person has ever made. Like, bar none, point blank.
If I'm right,
This is the worst
Kyoko
game ever
wouldn't
made.
have been able to get into her room.
That is absolutely unforgivable. That is fucking insane. I know I'm gonna get a mega paragraph about how I was supposed to call their bluff somehow and it's on me. That is horrendous design. How can you defend this? I would like people to defend it so I can see what the other side of this is. I need to see an argument for this. Like, I want to understand how someone can support that. Unless I'm missing something. Because is that what I'm doing? Did I not just agree with him? But until now, shooting that means... Yeah, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room. So you're agreeing with what Byakuya said, that there's proof she isn't the killer. That's what I shot. What the fuck? I guess because he asked it in a sarcastic way, but this game is about the words. It's about the bullet and it's about the weak spot. That's what they say. That's the whole point. I literally cannot figure it out. Same. Starburst. Save your energy. I'm telling you, there is no point to any of this. I just don't know. I know this game means so much to so many people, so I know I'm going to get crucified for this. But I just cannot see what they want me to see here with this gameplay. It feels like they just fucking gave up with this trial and just started phoning it in. There are a bunch of negative emojis, which I'm assuming means people disagree with my point here. But I swear to God, I just can't understand. I just don't know. Now everyone's giving support. Oh my God, god. I've never felt so unstable on a live stream. I've been angrier by a lot, but this is like... Okay, let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I forgot that even happened. That was the thing I was forgetting. So there was something I was forgetting, but it's still, like, I still got to the right conclusion without the evidence that there was proof that she couldn't have done it.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
But you did it in advance, though. You did it in advance because you gave me the note that led me to the key days earlier.
Am I wrong?
Oh, so that's when, like, the human part of this is going to come in, is whether or not I lie about whether or not she...
Then you're finally starting to
Oh my God.
understand.
No, that's not actually true. Yeah, there was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. This just isn't like her. Try and save herself with such a desperate lie. She probably knows that I know, and is just assuming that I'll take the fall here. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Is there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? This is the dumbest sprite of all time, dude. If you vote for me and I die here, why is it putting it in this background? It's because I didn't have to redo all the sprites. Yeah, we were here. We were here. We were here. This is a trap. Mastermind's trap. Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? They say that if infinite monkeys had typewriters, they'd write Shakespeare, but I think they'd write Danganronpa first. What if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I don't know, dude. I actually just got dizzy from that shot. Mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I know I haven't... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I know I haven't fully figured out the truth of this case. I know that. I know I haven't. I'm missing some key piece. I feel like I'm almost there with the fact that it's a reused body, but I just don't know who it is. I don't know what's going on. But I feel like I'm going to get something soon that's going to get me there. That's not my problem. Before people are like, he's taking it out on the game that he doesn't fully understand the case. I don't understand the case yet. That's fine. I don't know who did it. I just don't understand the logic of that one specifically because it feels backwards. Not even feels. It is, because I agreed with what he said, which has never been the case. It's about contradiction. That's how they introduce the game. They say you find contradictions and shoot them down. I just did the opposite. I found a point that I agreed with and shot it down. I just don't understand. Anyway. I am the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. You spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, we know. Am I wrong? Shut up. What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Oh my god, run away. What the hell? They're actually giving me a choice? Okay, here's the thing. If I was picking what I truly want to do, I'm pursuing this lie. You tried to shove this crime on me, I'm shoving it back on you. We're gonna go tit for tat here. You think you're above me, I can drag you right down the hill. That being said, it's gonna be a fake choice. Yeah, I don't think it matters what I pick here. I feel like for the sake of the narrative of the game, I'm gonna let it go. Because I want more evidence to come out of this. I want someone to drop something. So I'm gonna let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
I guess.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that
Kyoko has to know that I'm doing this.
Key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
Could have been you, Byakuya. You had the key.
Byakuya had a room key, right?
True.
You What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi.
You do.
From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
That's fair.
It had to be Makoto.
That part is fair.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh?
There's not really.
Inside?
Well, there
First of all,
is, but
there's something off about this entire trial.
yeah.
You all see it, don't you?
Well, now that your back's against the wall, this looks suspicious as hell. Oh yeah, Monokuma.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even
This dude's
said
voice is so
the trap
annoying.
the Mastermind set for us.
I'm sorry.
So that's why this has to be.
Okay, time's up.
You bastard!
Huh?
Time's up. Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
You bitch.
Time's up.
New sprite!
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back. So then it's
He knows
time
we're on
for
to him.
voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
How do you vote with a lever? That's another thing. That makes no
Voting
sense.
time?
I'm gonna get voted. That's it. Are they gonna kill off Makoto and then we play as Kyoko for the rest of the game? My first time not getting a perfect score on a trial and it wasn't even close. That one was hell.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make
Wow,
the right
that's
choice
unprecedented. We just
or
finished
the
a trial in
dreadful
one
you
stream.
are? Hey, hold on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I don't know. It's gonna be me, probably. Yeah. Wow. Okay. What even happens now? Kyoko's gonna step in and take the bullet or something. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always, just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills,
It's time for your
thrills.
heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
What's that going to be for most boring man of all time? Wait, why do I... Maybe, here's my guess. If I'm the ultimate lucky student, is my thing going to be that I get, like, crushed by, like, a roulette ball? I feel like that would be fun. Like, outrunning a roulette ball, and then it, like... Or, if it's about luck, then it makes more sense for me maybe to get crushed by chips falling. I'm thinking of roulette-themed stuff here, is what I'm doing. Oh my god. Holy shit. Getting emote only for the worst trial in the game is my final reason. Yeah, well that shit sucked, dude. That was awful. I'm glad that the second emotes were released. I didn't get a bunch of paragraphs. That's usually a good sign. Okay. Anyway. Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me.
Well, I don't have a choice.
I know this is all my fault.
Yeah. Kyoko.
Let's give it everything.
Of course I'm not gonna forgive you. I'm about to die.
Punishment time.
Even if I wanted to, I'm dead. What? Makoto's been found guilty, even though he didn't do shit. Danganronpa literally means bullet refutation in Japanese. Right, it's in the fucking name. Oh, it's just a classroom. I'm just gonna get crushed by a rock? This dude's phoning it in. Whatever. In the second game, there's an agree mechanic. That makes more sense. After school lesson. Okay. But did he say they were right? He did, even though, yeah, so he's going against his rules. But he said he would follow the rules. Anyway. Something's gonna intervene here. That counts as something. Bang! Knew it! Thank you! You were good for something. I'm sorry for shitting on you for being literally useless. There we go. Oh, I'm still gonna fall. Yeah, that's right. Got off scot-free, you bastard. Okay, well. There's that ultimate luck. That's right.
Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on?
Hey, was that... yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter ego.
Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? Must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. How so?
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment.
Oh, so I'm just in the dump now? Whatever.
But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world.
Okay, sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. Leave. Okay. Is he gone? I don't know. Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. What? Okay, whatever. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. This is the worst game I've ever played. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh, okay. Whatever. Need an eye break. The lights are hurting my eyes. I got like no sleep last night. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. We've done this. We've done this. We've done this. We've done this. Just do that stupid glitch thing. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Take to be the very best at what you do, nor are you student, blah, blah, blah. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Huh? Yep, well, I know we lived through all of this. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. Wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing to sleep here just now? There's any class I've ever been before. What the heck is going on? Yeah, what is giving? Oh. I'm in the trash. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. Yeah, it's the trash heap, dude. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Looks pretty bright to me. They do not give any effort to make the scenery match the dialogue. Like, no effort. Trash was piled high all across the area. It's supposed to be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I gonna be stuck in here until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Yep, let's see it again. We were there. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Okay, and now I'm reading Hatchet by Gary Paulson. We got some trash over here. Looks like an airplane. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in a school's garbage pit? The desk that I fell on? This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. There's the door, but what's over here? Oh, it's the rocket ship. That's a rocket and a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Door. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. It's still locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. Christ. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I think I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive! As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up! After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to bed. Go to sleep. Yep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What? Well, then what was it? A gun? What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. It's gonna be Kyoko, dude. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Kyoko, probably. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Yeah. A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. You got a little...
It smells awful.
You got a little something. You got a little something on your head. A little something. This place smells awful. Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
Oh.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She ever had a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash that faced me again. Hey. First, I have something for you. Better be like $1 million, dude. Okay, that's pretty good. It's water and food. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not! After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Well, that was nice. I liked that. That was a cute piece of dialogue. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Same thing. You said the same thing twice. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew that I did nothing to help you because you knew. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. You absolutely did, though. You, did that. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. True. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen. Not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Oh! Do we plan to finish the game this stream? What are you, fucking psychotic? No. I'm playing this for max 20 more minutes and I'm clocking out. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can... Oh man, this game never ceases to impress. Is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? Oh my god, oh my god. I made up my mind to come to Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason. Tell me! So you have some reason for coming to Hope Speak.
indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. But now I know. It's something that I should have done a long time ago. React! And what's that? Well, let's just say goodbye. Until recently, I forgot what it was. You forgot? But that's... The react mechanic is only in this game. Massive. That already makes the second game an improvement. I had no memory of what my purpose was. We've been there. We've been there. You know. Amnesia. Unfortunately, even though it's so dumb, that's my favorite bit from this whole playthrough. Just how he doesn't really know how to say it. Then is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you remember, Makoto? No, it's your memory. Oh. Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? Memory loss. The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and then when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. Could be a brain tumor. At that time, I'd forgotten. Couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. Seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the Mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the Mastermind's plans. So the Mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean... Somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school, and the Mastermind. If they thought, why wouldn't they just kill her? They thought she was going to interfere. Clearly they have no problem with kids dying, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. God. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, then, and we all worked as one, the Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us. It probably is the case. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? You're saying nothing! The Mastermind, one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. We've been discussing this possibility since the first live stream. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself. Do you guys know the craziest thing? This is only stream 13. This feels like it's been going for 30 live streams. This is stream 13, dude. That's how long the, like, Spiritfarer playthrough was. That's absurd. Crazy. You know you made a good game when time fucking crawls while you're playing it, dude. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
Mastermind's chicken number 4. That's absolutely it, dude. That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself. Which is why I asked you to help me. I have like a hiccup coming, I can feel it. But why me? Because among everyone, you are least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. You didn't just like me? Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything.
I forgot about this.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
No, it's not. Or why is it? I don't understand. It's just like that dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know. Okay. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. This whole time, she's only hung out with me because I was the weakest link. That's that's a shame. I know I never asked you to help. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Okay, that makes one of us, dude. Let's keep chatting. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. Yeah, you never said any shit. You said you were going to tell me everything and you never did. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything? I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Alright, Gaul. Let's take some wild guesses. Her purpose? Vague as hell. My purpose? To put an end to this killing game and to destroy the mastermind. Some stupid shit like that. Her ability? I've had her pegged as ultimate detective since the first live stream, and you can go back. You can go back and watch it. If it's not that, then I'll be shocked. She dresses like one, she acts like one. It would make sense why they would make her forget her ability because it's a detective. It makes perfect sense. What I'm disappointed about is that I thought... Okay, well, I'm talking a lot like it's already decided. Let's see if I'm even right. Oh my God. My purpose? The thing you said since the first time you saw me. Yeah. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. Yeah, okay. Obviously. But, like... I'm disappointed. I thought I nailed it. Because I thought that she knew she was the ultimate detective. I'm not giving myself credit for this because that was the easiest thing of all time. But, like, I thought she knew she was the ultimate detective. And just said she didn't know because it makes complete sense. Because in this instance, in a killing game, the second you tell everyone that you're the ultimate detective, you're the primary target. Because they're thinking, okay, the only way I get out of here is that no one finds out how I killed someone, so I'm going to kill the detective, so she can't rat on me. But instead, she just forgot. I guess. Whatever. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
Durr. And the reason I came to Hope Speak Academy. There was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who? The mastermind.
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. At least that's something that I didn't see coming. It doesn't really affect the story much at all. At least it's a surprise. I don't really... Okay. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Well, unfortunately, I think he perished in a rocket ship. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? A lot of apostrophes there. Then that explains. When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. Wants to find and kill her dad. Yeah, I guess. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. My purpose, the thing you said since the first time you saw me. Yeah. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. ending the stream and then just lying down in the dark in my bed is gonna hit so good the second the stream is over, and like maybe eating something. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Okay, then what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. Okay. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I ate the key. I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I'd also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. Okay. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there. That's what she just fucking said.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized... Whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. How so? What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. Oh my god. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Tell me anything, please. Okay. Door? I better talk to Kyoko. Then why did it make me do this, dude?
However...
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Okay. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I did not kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means... Everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is the mastermind is directly involved. Nobody did. It was a reused body. That's what it is. Okay. I just need to figure out. Okay. I still have no idea who the mastermind is. I'm close, dude. I'm so close. I kind of don't want to say anything until I'm there because I'm like I'm right there. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Correct. I'm so close. Okay, here's where I'm at. Mukuro Ikusaba has been dead for a while. And what I was struggling to connect was the idea that she's been dead for a while and the idea that that dead body is, in fact, Mukuro Ikusaba and the idea that it's a reused old body from earlier. All three can be true. If there's some sort of not body swap. You get what I mean. Maybe I've got it. Unfortunately, okay, here's the thing. The central piece of evidence. Okay, I'm gonna give the TLDR. Don't tell me if I'm right or not. I'm gonna give my conclusion and then I'm gonna support it. I think the mastermind's Junko. Unfortunately, my biggest piece of evidence is that she's the only person I had heard of from this game before playing it. It sucks that my main piece of evidence is from outside this game. Everybody fucking loves her online. So she's the only one who I had seen before. And that's why when she died early, I was like, wow, I guess people just really latched onto her because she's a martyr. That makes the fake nails make sense. The fake nails on the corpse. And she's the one who I couldn't remember was in the game. Because I didn't, truly. I forgot she was even in the game. I knew there was like a missing link there. It connects everything. Because it was saying Mukuro, yes, that's what it is. So Junko died. I had forgotten. She got stabbed by 1,000,000 spears. Like really early on in the game. She got stabbed by like 1,000,000 spears early on. It was supposed to be like, because the idea was it was like Monokuma showing people that he is willing to kill if they break rules. Is the idea. She was supposed to be like the demonstration. And so she kind of died for nothing and got stabbed by a bunch of spears. Mukuro's body in the Monokuma file said that she was covered in wounds that were several days old. That's probably what those are. It was probably that reused body. That's why she was wearing those fire fucking boots and the acrylic nails. It was but it wasn't Junko's body. I bet you that Mukuro Ikusaba was pretending to be Junko, was killed. She probably agreed to it, to be killed. She's the ultimate soldier. Self-sacrifice feels like it's in her realm of possibility. Agreed to be Junko. I need to go back and see if Junko has that tattoo on her hand. I guarantee you, Mukuro Ikusaba was pretending to be Junko, stabbed by the spears, and then they reused her body, pretended to kill her to try and get Kyoko dead. But none of us killed her. She's been dead. But then what's confusing, I guess, in theory, given what this is so satisfying. I hate this game still, but I love that I'm finally pulling everything together. I was saying earlier that it made no sense that the body discovery announcement played if it was a reused body. And one of the things I said is that it feels like it's the kind of thing they'd only play once. Body discovery announcement never played when Junko was demonstratively killed by Monokuma. I'm sure of that. They never played a discovery announcement because there's no discovery to be had. We saw her die. So, in theory, I guess the idea is we are still only seeing the discovery announcement once per body. Also, didn't Monokuma say before killing the body summoning the spears of yeah, he said Spear of Gunyear. Which isn't Fenrir, but it's close. So it's not exactly. He said Gunyear, which is not Fenrir, but you know. Maybe he was just making fun of her because it sounds similar. I don't know. Well, anyway, that makes everything line up. We'll see if I'm right. I feel like I am. I'm actually positive. Maybe like certain parts that are wrong. I'm positive the Mastermind is Junko at this point because I forgot about her. And the second I remembered, I was like, duh. That it has to be that. Clearly, they're leaning towards like how positive 100%, dude. Because like they're hammering it into our minds that like and it's the kind of shit this game would pull that one of the students is the Mastermind. And I had just forgotten she was in the game. The second I remembered she was in the game, I'm there. It makes perfect sense. Her kill is set up to be the one that you remember the least because she isn't murdered by anyone. It's the easiest to stage because she's not murdered by anyone. And it's everybody's fucking favorite character. She's the only character that I'd ever heard of before playing this game. So she must be central. And that makes sense, dude. For the Tumblr sphere to latch onto a character, it's basically a requirement that you are, like, morally bad. Like, of course that's a character people would love online if she fucking kills people and sucks. Everybody loves that. So it just makes sense that I can fix her shit. Or people who just like to be dominated. Whatever. Either way, it is 5 o'clock. I'm clocking out. We're done. System. Save. I'm leaving. Ugh. Fuck that. Return to main menu. This game sucks dick. That one bullet time thing was literally the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Ever. Genuinely ever. That was the worst. Oh, I just pulled my mic away because so it's just ending stream right there. All right, guys. I would say it's been a pleasure, but I'm not a very good liar. That was torture, and I'm done. Excited to see how this all plays out, even though I'm like pretty positive at this point about how it does. But, you know, I'm done. All right, guys. Mwah. Love you. Bye.